I saw a clip yesterday titled 3 months of work in 40 seconds. It was an artist doing a beautiful detailed painting of an old house. Now, I've only just joined Instagram, so I'm pretty fresh to it, but honestly, I'm not impressed with the way art is portrayed on there. That artist poured months of their life into this incredible piece of art, only for people to see it for 40 seconds before scrolling on. I couldn't even find the video again when I searched for it. I didn't remember the artist's name. I forgot to even press like on the video. How many videos have you seen and done the same to? Now, it did make me think, is social media good for artists, for creativity? Is it good for showing art? Is it the right kind of attention? At its core, social media, especially the endless scrolling, short attention span kinds like Instagram and TikTok, they are entertainment. They offer you enticing snippets of entertainment in exchange for your attention to be sold on to advertisers. It's business, baby. And everyone's hooked on it. These endlessly scrolling social medias are all about content consumption, and we are stuffed full. These sites are made to be addictive in the same way a slot machine is. They want to maximise profit from your attention with little to no regard to what that's actually doing to us as individuals. It's almost seen as a vital part of life now, especially as a creative person. How will you get your artwork seen? You need a social media brand, you need reach and audience, but it's not an essential technology. It's okay not to have a social media, but we have this fear of missing out. You won't, especially not on big things like world news. Trust me, if something big is going on in the world, someone would tell you to your face. With me, it's probably my dad. To be honest, I actually stopped watching or seeking out the news when I was 19 during a period of severe depression, which thankfully is far behind me. But in that time in my life, my eyes were open to the fact that the news is all depressing. And I haven't missed out on any big news stories because, trust me, they'll find you. And I actually think stemming back to this period of my life has actually influenced the way I look at social media and why I'm probably so skeptical of it. I've really been thinking about what are the impacts of our social media use, both on us and on our artwork. And our social media use is so closely tied with our smartphone use. What impact is this unfiltered access to all of this information, this carefully curated entertainment at all times of the day and night having on us? And those little notifications buzzing in our pockets, vying for our attention, is it harmless? Should we embrace it? Is it affecting our attention spans, our concentration, our mental health? I don't know about you, but I can feel like it fragments my attention. Those quick looks, it can take my focus away from something I was working on. Something I hate seeing actually is when a group of people are sat at a table and they're all looking at their phones. They're not talking to each other. And what about art? When you're creating art, does your phone ever take you out of the moment, out of the flow? No, there's no doubt that access to all of this incredible artwork out there can be a huge source of inspiration, of learning, but how can we curate what we see so that we can still focus on developing our own artwork and skills and not get distracted, not be drowning in other people's, and without succumbing to those distractions of those 20, 40, 60-minute scrolling sessions? I'd like to dare you to look at your time spent on social media. Your phone will have a setting. On Android, it's under Settings. There's a tab called Digital Wellbeing and Parental Controls, which will tell you your screen time usage. And within that, it will tell you your social media usage. I mean, me personally, the social media I use is Reddit, YouTube, and Facebook for groups. I recently got Instagram when I made this channel, but I can see already it's not something I want to delve deeper into other than posting the occasional photo. My screen time isn't heavily social media based. A lot of it is streaming sites like Disney+, Netflix, internet searches for research on Chrome, but there is a big chunk on social media, typically between 1 to 2 hours a day, and I'd consider myself a light user. I was really shocked to see that that's the amount of time I was actually spending on it. And I think anything we spend this much time doing needs closer consideration. It is a form of entertainment like books or TV, but I don't think it's a restorative form of entertainment. It's not the same as taking the time to read and focus on the pages of a book or ponder the storyline of a good TV series. When we look at someone's social media profile or our feed, we are looking at a carefully curated positive image of someone's life or artwork or brand, whatever it is they're showing. We're comparing our behind the scenes to their highlight reel. Before social media, it was celebrities and TV. Now it's friends and influencers alongside those celebrities. Now, very rarely do people share their downs, and when they do, often it can be a tactic for engagement. It's entertainment. It's social currency. I'll trade you the latest glimpse into my life for some likes, views, and comments. Same with artwork posted online. It's rarely going to be their practice pieces. It's their highlights. It's the good bits. They get the attention, and if you get enough, it can be addictive, and if you don't get enough, it could feel devastating. And what is enough? As with much in life, the more likes you get, the higher you set the bar, and that bar just keeps getting higher. It's human nature. And what if we get negative comments? What if we get harsh criticism on our art when we didn't ask for it, when we just wanted to share, connect with people? We could go from being proud of that piece of artwork to all of a sudden, after that negative comment, not being so proud anymore. The internet, unfortunately, can bring out the worst in people if you do post your art online. So focusing specifically on art, if we want to post our art online for that social currency, those likes, that exposure, as a beginner artist or even a more accomplished artist delving into social media deeper, we have to remember that on these platforms we are expected to entertain. It's become content rather than artwork, and that's why a lot of established artists have done so well on these platforms, is because they have turned their artwork into entertainment, just like that 40-second video that I watched. These platforms give the most attention to the best performers. We are seeing a survivor bias here. We aren't seeing all of those smaller artists out there that are posting. We are mostly seeing the larger full-time artists who have the time and energy to dedicate to marketing themselves and their art as social media artists. It is time consuming. It is a job. If art is a hobby for you, or if you're doing it part-time and potentially wanting to make a little bit of money out of it, do not compare yourself to those standards, to those big artists that are established out there. It is about entertainment and marketing, not necessarily about the best artwork. But good artwork makes good content, which is good for advertisers and the algorithm of a lot of these social media platforms. There are a lot of skilled artists posting online, but it's the best entertainers that you will see most often on these platforms. So I want you to think about, why are you posting or wanting to post your art online? Is it to become famous, to make money, to encourage you to make more art, to get views and likes, to get comments, to connect with other people? What is your reason for posting? And consider what platform might best serve you to achieve your goals. Each platform works a little bit differently. One thing I do know, trying to be on every social media platform is probably not the best strategy. It's going to pull you in so many different directions. So try and pick one that's going to best serve you. And when you are looking at these platforms for just entertainment, curate your experience. You don't have to follow friends or celebrities to keep up, to be in the loop. Is your social media a distraction from your artwork? Do you wish you were spending more time creating rather than scrolling? If you do, that's a sign you need to start unfollowing and decluttering your feed and setting some boundaries for yourself. Turn off notifications, set an alarm to interrupt that endless scrolling. It might just help kickstart your productivity. As for using social media for artistic inspiration, follow those artists that truly inspire you and set yourself a limit for looking for inspiration. Then get back to your artwork, your process, your creative outlet, because extended time on social media is essentially just extended time away from you being creative. And if you are posting online, consider, is it good for your creativity? Not everyone wants to be posting videos of their artwork, but this is where social media platforms appear to be pushing artists. For some people, that might not be possible. Documenting the art process might kill the flow of it. I haven't recorded any of my paintings yet for this very reason. I feel like that's even more distracting as a beginner. You also need time to create this content specifically for social media. You also need a certain type of confidence to be on video. If you are making videos or even photos, people want an attractive area. I mean, I say this talking from a garage bouncing on a birthing ball at the moment, but anyway, you need a nice space, good lighting, good audio, a good camera. I mean, I've tried all of this and my videos are still very amateur. And what about the time it takes to read and respond to comments? Overall, posting your artwork online to build a following, it may be a little bit more time consuming than you may have thought. So if I feel this way about social media, why am I posting videos on YouTube? Well, YouTube serves my goals, connecting me with other people, beginner and experienced artists, having discussions, delving into topics I'm interested in to make videos of. It also helps remind me that I've committed to improving my artwork. It's helping to keep me accountable at the moment. YouTube also feels a bit like a catalogue or an archive of my progress over time, or that's what I'm hoping it will be. I've also always found it easier to hop in and out of YouTube than I have with other social medias. You can treat it more like a search engine rather than a scrollathon. I also like that it's mainly longer form content. My attention is less fragmented, unlike short high energy video clips when I'm watching 20, 30, 40 minute YouTube videos. And I find that a big contrast, especially to something like the art-based reels on Instagram. I also think Reddit and Pinterest are pretty good options for artists as well. They seem overall less overstimulating. The focus seems to be more on photos and texts on those platforms rather than videos. In this video, I've deliberately tried to make this video footage calmer and less overstimulating so you can focus on what I'm talking about rather than what you're seeing. I mean, I don't know how many people are actually going to watch to the end, so I'm sure after posting I'll know if this has been a success or not. So I would really love to know what you think about this topic. If you're an artist, what do you think about social media, both impacting your day-to-day life, your art, your inspiration, your time? Do you post your artwork online? I would really love to hear your opinions on this. Please leave a comment if this video has made you consider these things. Thank you so much for dedicating the time to watching, and I will see you in the next one.